guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be quite exciting, quite fun, and it's going to be trying out TikTok trends, TikTok hacks. So if you don't know what TikTok is, it's essentially like a video platform where people can upload 60-second videos is like the maximum, and it's great. So most of these trends are super popular, have like hundreds of thousands of views on them, and I'm just here to test them out and see if they're actually worth it. So I'm pretty sure I have one for almost every step of my routine, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. If you like this video and you want to see more content from me, please give this a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it really does help. And stay tuned towards the end for something quite exciting, and I have my hair parted in the middle and straightened for this specific hack. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so starting off with brows today. So on TikTok, a really popular trend is shaving the ends of your brows. I kind of already do that, so I'm just going to show you. I grab a facial razor. You can buy these off Amazon, and I sort of just go like this to the very ends of my brows, and that just allows me to have a more lifted brow look. So for brows, I actually found that a lot of people use the like soap brow trend, and I've actually tried that before and it does not work for me. It does not keep these big eyebrows up. So I did find that a big trend on TikTok was using this glue, and I will insert the video right here as I do my brows, but I'm just going to skip through this quite quickly because I do this all the time in all my videos. I have a way more in-depth video on how I do my brows, and I'll link it up here. Okay, so those are the brows done. They look a little weird just because it's like so hot in here, like as I'm sweating. I'm trying to put the product on and it's like melting off. So the next hack we have involves eyeshadow, and it's how to do a cut crease with a spoon. And honestly, I am as skeptical as you are. I've got really bad eyelids for cut creases anyway. Like it doesn't work on me. I'm gonna prep my eyes with some eye primer and I'll be right back. Okay, so my eyelids are primed and set and they're ready for eyeshadow, and I'm kind of nervous. I've literally just grabbed the first palette I have at hand. She used like a fluffy normal blending brush, so that's exactly what I'm going to use. I mean, it's made a cut crease. Does it suit my eye shape? Not the best, but not the worst. I'm going to show you. So I've done the other eye, and what I expected kind of happened. It's really hard to know how to hold the spoon to get the exact same shape. So this one I have like a very nice like lifted arch, and in this one I've got like a straight across line. So mixed feelings. I'd say that spoon hack is a flop. It wasn't bad. The actual concept is quite smart, but it's really hard to get them symmetrical. I think it's a lot easier just putting some concealer on your lid, looking up so your concealer touches the highest point, and then just carving out. That's how I've always done it. So I'm actually gonna grab a bit of concealer and just clean it up. So I've tried my best to clean up the mess that I made. It's not too bad. Like I said in my previous video, I don't believe that like full cut creases suit my eye shape because I have really hooded eyes, so I usually like to do just like a half cut crease. So now the next hack we have is sort of scraping off an eyeshadow, mixing in a setting spray and making an eyeliner. So I'm just going to be using the top of my eye cream to scrape off some product. The shade here, just like a warm deep brown, and using my spoolie I'm going to scrape some of it off. There was some eyeshadow scraped off onto this, and I'm going to add some setting spray and use a angled liner brush to see if I can actually make an eyeliner from this, because then you can pretty much make any eyeliner color that you have eyeshadow of. I don't know what on earth happened to that section, but it just stopped recording. I did these wings with that like eyeshadow hack thing, used an angled brush, and I'm going to go over it just so you can see. I'm literally so sorry I could not get that on camera. If you're someone who really loves makeup but you can't afford to have like every single eyeliner color, this is such a great hack. Okay, so the next hack that we have is on how to apply false lashes. This is supposed to be like an easier way to apply false lashes. I don't personally struggle with putting lashes on. I mean, I used to, and now I sort of just got used to applying them. So these are the AOA lashes in the style Ariel, and I'll be using my Duo lash glue. So for this hack, she says you need a brush on lash glue. You probably could do it with like a normal lash glue, but you might need to put it on a brush first. So basically the whole hack is putting it on your eye instead of putting it on the lashes. I have thought about this before, but I've never really done it, so I'm gonna do that right now. These are the lashes that I'm using. They're very like extension looking eyelashes, like they look quite natural. So I'm just gonna put some glue. This freaks me out, like putting glue directly on my eyelid, but So one thing I do want to mention is it gets on your eyelashes and it kind of feels weird. I'm going to let it dry, put another coat and then stick them on because I always do 2 coats of lash glue. I did forget to curl and put mascara, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. I hope that doesn't get in the way. I'm just going to apply a very little bit of mascara. So I am going to hold my lashes in a C curve. I have a whole video on like makeup do's and don'ts where I give little tips on how to make your makeup better. So if that's something that you want to watch, I will link it up here for you guys. So now that that's dry, we're going to apply the second layer. I'm intrigued to know if this is like any easier than just putting like your lashes on. There's just something about like putting it on my eye that just doesn't sit right with me, but I'm just going to wait it out. I do want to say, no matter how careful I'm being, like, I am getting glue on my eyelashes, so that is something to bear in mind. I feel like the eyeliner one has impressed me the most so far. Here goes nothing. We're gonna try and... Did you see that? The lash is on and it took all of 2 seconds to apply that. So this is the lash. So basically I think the reason this sticks on so easily is because it makes sure you stick it on your lash line. I feel like sometimes when I stick my lashes, I accidentally put it too far on my actual lash. I put it too far up on my eye. So that was so quick and amazing. I give that a thumbs up, 100%. Try this out if you struggle to put lashes on and hold your lash in a like C curve. Okay guys, so the eyes are done, and just something I want to say about this lash technique is I think it's amazing. I think very worth just doing. I also think that the lash glue actually dries a lot quicker on your eye than on the lash band. So the next thing we're going to do is the base. Now this is like a super viral video. It literally is everywhere. So it's essentially doing your steps in a different order. The first step is moisturizer, which I haven't even moisturized just because I was waiting for this part of the video. Ignore that massive red area because whilst I was putting my lashes on, I decided to take a spot. Also, a little update on the eyeliner. It's dried completely and it's like not transferring or anything. Okay, so now that we've done moisturizer, the next step is powder. I know Jackie Aina does it, but she does it after all her primers, which makes more sense to me. So in the hack, they say they lightly dust some powder on their face. So I also don't think I'm gonna like this because I have dry skin. I like a very dewy base. Apparently it's supposed to make your makeup look really smooth and increase the longevity. So then the next step is to spray your face with setting spray. And then she says to let that setting spray dry before you put your primer on. So my setting spray is pretty much dry now. We're gonna go in to primer. So I love the Makeup Revolution Poreless Putty Primer. I'm going to be using my NARS Sheer Glow for foundation just because I know this works, and if it looks shit, I know it's not the foundation. It actually looks quite good, but I don't know if it looks very different to my normal like foundation routine. Like it doesn't look cakey, which is what I was worried about, but it also doesn't look as dewy as the Sheer Glow usually does. So if you're someone with oily skin and you want to sort of do the powder before foundation, I suggest just watching one of Jackie Aina's videos. She does it in like all her makeup routines. Didn't really do a lot. This one's a bit of a miss for me. Okay, so for concealer, we've got 2 hacks. We have one that's like a application hack, and then we have one that's like a component hack. So they say that if you pull the stopper out of the concealer, that you will get a lot more product out. So this concealer, I mean, still got quite a bit left, but it is starting to run dry. So apparently if you clean the bottle off and then pull the stopper out, you'll get a lot more product. I'm just cleaning it off really quickly. And then it says to use tweezers, but I can't see tweezers being strong enough to pull. So I'm actually gonna grab some like nail pliers or something and pull that out. So I hope this works. I don't want to be destroying my NARS concealer for nothing. So I think using these pliers are gonna be better. So I'm just gonna... So they make this look really easy when they do it. Okay, there we go. Right, got it. This is a lot harder than they make it look. Oh, I've nearly got it. I eventually managed to get the stopper out. Before you do this, just saying, that was a lot of work and it took me about 14 minutes to get it out. When I put my concealer wand in, this is what comes out. Not a lot, so we're gonna see if this makes a difference now. So just so you know, I'm not lying. I am so excited. So I am going to first put some concealer on. The next hack I have does involve concealer, but it says that if you've got super dark under eyes to sort of color correct first, which is why I'm doing this. This woman saying to basically let your concealer sit before you blend it out, so it increases the coverage. Now, so as you guys know, I've done this in pretty much all my videos. It's something that I already do, but I did want to include it just so you guys know it is sort of like a viral thing. So I'm gonna blend this out now. Honestly, ever since I started doing that, my makeup just looks so much more flawless. The next hack we have is the concealer facelift hack. So essentially this is using a concealer that is a little bit lighter than your skin and putting it in these specific places only. Here, early here, sides of your nose, and the sides of your mouth. So we're gonna blend this out and see what this does. So apparently this is supposed to be that like fake facelift look. And if you have seen my Fox Eye video, you know that I actually do apply my concealer like this. So the whole point of this is to use less concealer and for it to look more natural. But I think because I used that concealer underneath, it's still going to look quite full coverage. I'm just grabbing my Laura Mercier powder on a sponge. I'm just going to set my under eyes as per usual. So it's looking quite nice. The only thing I do want to say is I feel like it's getting cakey around my nose. I don't really experience cakiness around on the sides of my nose, and I am now, so I do want to say that that whole powder thing is not for me. So now we're going to go into the reverse nose contour, which is essentially putting powder on the sides of your nose. So then you're supposed to get a warm blush and run it down the center, and then you're supposed to dust away this powder, apply bronzer under the tip of the nose, and then you're supposed to apply highlight on the bridge and on the tip of your nose. Okay, so that is the like inverted nose contour. Now, I mean, it's not bad. I think for an everyday, I actually think it's good. I think it's enough definition for it to look slimmer. So the next hack involves a cream blush and lip gloss to make like a glowy sort of blush thing. I don't know how this is gonna go. It says to grab some of your cream blush, so that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm putting it at the back of my hand. And then it says to grab your favorite like lip balm product. Now, I'm just gonna go in with this one. This is a sleep mask. The only thing with this is it is a little bit pink as well. Mixing these two together is gonna make a super dewy blush. That is a very dark blush. So we're gonna get a bit of this on a beauty blender, and I'm just gonna start tapping it. Okay, so that is a total success. This just looks amazing. It leaves such a nice, like, healthy glow in your skin. I love this. I feel like this trick would be really good for those like no makeup days. Actually obsessed with this. The next hack we have is how to do faux freckles. So for this you're going to need a bronzer and a setting spray and like a cap. Scrape off some of this into here, mix it, and then flick it on with the brush, and it's supposed to create really like natural freckles. So that's what I've got going on right now. That has done nothing except make my finger brown. Right, so we're gonna go for a different trick. Pretty much the same thing, but it's wetting a duo fiber brush so the bristles sort of collect, and then dipping it in a bronzer and then stamping them on. That works so much better. So I actually think that this works a lot better than the like flicky one. I think the actual like freckles look really natural and really blended in. They don't look like harsh spots on your face. Lip hack or a lip trend. It's essentially the Princess Peach lip trend. Apparently the first step is to cover your lips with foundation or concealer. Then you want to get a lip liner that is like nude color or close to your natural lip color. Like you want to get rid of your cupid's bow and make it as rounded as possible. Then they fill it in with a light like lipstick, and then a clear gloss on like your cupid's bow, and then a peachy pink gloss to go on in there. And then a lot of the time they grab like foundation and cut that off. So a big trend on TikTok has been e-girls and people dyeing the two front bits of their hair. There has also been this like DIY, putting concealer on their hair and then putting eyeshadow. So I'm gonna clip back everything else. They said you can use concealer, but I'm just gonna use a really full coverage foundation. I'm just gonna start Trust me, it feels horrible in my hair and my hands are covered in foundation. Then we have to dry it with a hairdryer and then go over it with a colourful eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to hairdry this real quick and I'll be back when we're going to put the eyeshadow on. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. Now, I know you were expecting 2 of these things. Honestly, it's taken me more than 40 minutes to do this. Colouring this was so painfully like time consuming, and if you can see, that's what's happened to my eyeshadow. So this is actually really bright in person, but it is actually quite cool. Like, there's things like coloured chalks that work just as well, or like hairspray, like coloured hairspray. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was chaotic from start to end and it's taken literally my entire day to film. So it would really mean a lot if you could give this a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm actually surprisingly impressed with how everything looks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.